ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
We're super excited. We're super eager to get back to where we were.
Businesses are gearing up for a possible return to normalcy. The governor wants to do away with the tiered system for coronavirus restrictions by June 15. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. The announcement comes on the eve that San Diego County is set to move into the less restrictive orange tier. Our ABC 10 News reporter InPerson spoke with restaurant owners as they get ready for these changes.
I spoke with the general manager of a restaurant here in Little Italy, and he says being able to serve a few dozen more people at a time is significant as they look to rebound from a horrible year.
I think we've been waiting a long time for this, and we're ready.
PJ Busalaki is the general manager at Barbusa. He says more and more people are out in Little Italy, and there is growing demand for dining in at restaurants. And once San Diego County moves into the orange tier on Wednesday, they'll be allowed to serve more people.
I would say it probably equals to about 50 to 75 more people for us, and also most importantly, we'll be able to kind of add a lot more to our bar seats.
Under the less restrictive orange tier, restaurants, aquariums, museums, and places of worship can operate indoors at 50% capacity. Gyms increase to 25%. Amusement parks can open with 25% capacity. Only in-state visitors are allowed. Concerts and sporting events go up to 33%, also for in-state visitors. Bars that don't serve food can open outside. There are no capacity limits on retail. The county also announced an end to the 10 p.m. curfew that's been in effect since July. In addition, the governor announced Tuesday that as long as vaccine supplies remain sufficient and hospitalizations are low, the state will end the tiered system of coronavirus restrictions on June 15th.
We can start to open up as business as usual, subject to ongoing mask wearing and ongoing vigilance.
Busalaki says they'll be looking to add staff as they're allowed to serve more and more people. But he says it's been difficult to find help.
I don't know if it's a combination of everyone trying to hire a bunch of people all at once. All these restaurants, all these other industries are trying to hire people all at once. So we're looking.
But if things reopen as planned, they could end up having more staff than they did before the pandemic.
Which is so great to say that we'll be increasing our staff even more because we got this beautiful patio now that we have the ability to add 20, 25 more tables, which increases staff for both front of the house and back of the house.
Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.
The governor also says he expects schools, community colleges, and universities to return to in-person learning, but he stopped short of saying that he'll make it a requirement.
The county reported 212 new cases today, while our test positivity rate was 3%. 2 more San Diegans have lost their lives to COVID, bringing that total to just under 3,600. San Diego Unified Schools will resume in-person learning next week. Today, the board ratified its COVID safety agreements with teachers. It includes all staff having access to the vaccine, everyone having masks and PPE, and every classroom having an air quality monitor and proper ventilation.
Every classroom will have an air quality monitor in place that lets us know, if the air is, healthy. Basically, the monitor is green. If it moves to, a red, we know that, we need to make improvements in that classroom.
Starting Monday, about half of the district students will return to campus. Of those, 3/4 of the students will be back 4 days a week and the rest for 2 days.
The World Health Organization says the number of COVID-19 infections reported worldwide is growing, and it has for the past 6 weeks. Health officials in the U.S. are concerned as well, warning of another possible surge even as Americans get vaccinated. The number of new COVID cases is climbing in 19 states, and deaths are increasing in 21 states.
We're really on the brink of a surge. That would be a setback for public health, but that would be a psychological setback too, because people are really have what we call COVID-19 fatigue.
Meantime, nearly 42% of all adults in the U.S. have received at least one dose of the vaccine. President Biden today moved up his deadline for all adults to be eligible to get it from May 1st to April 19th.
Your voice, your vote. Right now, ballots are being counted in this special election primary to fill the seat representing District 79 in the state assembly. Here are the results thus far. So far, about 53,000 mail-in ballots have been counted. No in-person votes from today are included in these numbers. Dr. Akilah Weber has a commanding 53% in the race to take over the seat from her mother. Republican Marco Contreras is second with 33%. Now, if someone gets more than 50%, they will win outright. If no one gets 50%, the top two move on to a runoff in June.
A wild high-speed chase through 3 counties, including San Diego this evening. The driver drove onto sidewalks and sometimes into oncoming traffic going the wrong way. And this is the moment it ended. You can see the black pickup truck finally crash into a tractor trailer, which was either making a turn or creating a barrier to stop the suspect. The driver in the chase is a suspected murderer. There was a passenger in the truck as well. They both surrendered after the crash, and the chase started in Riverside County. It dipped across into San Diego before heading back north. It ended up in Pomona. No word on injuries from the crash, but the big rig driver walked away on his own. A highway patrol officer is in the hospital tonight after an accident in Escondido. The motorcycle officer was going east on Villa Rancho Parkway this afternoon when a Nissan Rogue turned into his path at Loma Serena Drive. The driver was thrown from his motorcycle and taken to Palomar Medical Center with major injuries. The driver of the Rogue was not hurt and was not arrested.
Neighbors in Mount Helix met tonight after learning that not one but 2 sexually violent predators could be placed in one home.
This was kind of our biggest fear.
Last week, the Department of State Hospitals recommended that Douglas Badger be placed in a home on Horizon Hills Drive. Badger was convicted of sexual assaults for abducting young male hitchhikers at gunpoint. A second man convicted of sexual assault, Merle Wakefield, is slated to be placed in that very same home. Wakefield was convicted of a lewd act with a child under the age of 14 and forcible rape. Neighbors hope they can stop the move.
We're not just old people, there's lots of kids. It's probably not the best place to place 2 sexually violent predators.
Badger's placement hearing will take place April 20th. The deadline for public comment is this Friday.
A Minneapolis police lieutenant who once trained Derek Chauvin on proper use of force against suspects testified at trial today. He said Chauvin putting his knee on Floyd's neck was not an authorized use of force, but the instructor added that Chauvin's technique could be part of other police training.
There is no strict application of every single rule, agreed? Or every single technique?
That is correct.
Have you had people say, "I can't breathe"?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been trained or trained others to say that if a person can talk, they can breathe?
It's been said, yes.
Other officers testified they do not teach that if someone can talk, they can breathe. This was the 7th day of testimony out of an estimated 4 weeks.
I just really wanted to see if TikTok could find these people.
A weekend hike in the East County leads to a viral post on social media after a San Diego couple discovers a GoPro camera that went missing years ago. The discovery kicked off a search for the camera's owners. In a story that's positively San Diego, our ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo shows us how TikTok worked its magic in just hours.
The video has over 700,000 likes on TikTok and 3.5 million views. It was supposed to be a Saturday morning hike for San Diegans Rio Villa, Will Ezel, and their roommate at Three Sisters Falls when something caught the couple's attention.
Underneath it, I just see this silver looking thing, and I look harder and I'm like, that's a GoPro.
Will tried to grab it.
He reaches for the GoPro and it falls back into the water. Finally, he found it again. I had kind of given up hope.
When the couple got home from their hike, they tried to turn the camera on and found this: videos and pictures of a couple dating back to 2017. The camera still works and captured the moment it was dropped and submerged in water 4 years ago.
Muddy and dusty and covered in old debris.
Rio decided she was going to post the footage on TikTok to try to find the camera's owners.
My thoughts while making this: what if they're not together anymore? Do they even want to see this footage?
In just 5 hours, social media found them, Alejandro Lopez and Priscilla Bernal. They are still together and now married. They posted their own video to TikTok, letting millions know they'd connected with Rio.
We're like so happy and so grateful for her.
The couple, who lives in Silicon Valley, lost the camera while celebrating a dating anniversary.
I was a little bit upset because it was my GoPro. He gave it to me.
4 years later, thanks to social media, the two couples now plan on meeting on Saturday in Los Angeles to return the camera, full of memories they thought were lost forever.
Pass on this amazing camera that has connected 4 strangers, and give them their memories back.
Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
And if you have a story that's positively San Diego, we'd like to hear from you. Just send an email to tips@10news.com. You can also join our ABC 10 News Positively Facebook group, where you can share your stories with other San Diegans.
We are getting a new look at the Aztecs' new football stadium. The university sent us this animated rendering today. It focuses on showing off plans for the premium seating and club sections inside the stadium. There will be clubs on either side of the field with indoor gathering spots and prime views of the game. The stadium will seat 35,000 fans. San Diego State expects it to be ready for the 2022 football season.